Hey, it's Dr. Joe from Atlanta. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life. Happy Tuesday. Dr. Joe, we're going to talk about something today that is very typical in January. And welcome to Your Wellness for Life, where we discuss all 9 pillars of wellness. You can see them on the screen behind me. The one tonight is going to be more of an emotional one. So again, welcome to Your Wellness for Life. I'm from Atlanta, and so let's get going. What is SAD in January all about? SAD stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder, and January is the most depressed month of the year. And so let's delve into that a little bit, and then maybe talk about some solutions, understand this a little bit better. And so here it goes. It affects about 10% of us. And so if we got 330 million people in this country, if you take away the kids, it may be, 10, 15, 20 million people. That's a lot of people that are suffering from SAD. The peak age is 23 with a range of 18 to 30. So this is something that we see more in younger people and less so in older people. It's more common in northern regions where winters are longer and harsher. So one thought of how we get seasonal affective disorder is decreased sunlight. So we just had December 22nd. It's actually my wedding anniversary. My wife and I, we got married on the longest night of the year, the shortest day of the year. And so if you've noticed that the days are actually getting a little bit longer, it's not quite dark yet by 6 o'clock like it was just last week. So thankfully, the days are getting a little bit longer, the nights are getting a little bit shorter, and that will help undo some of our seasonal affective disorder that some of us are suffering from. And it's thought to disrupt our body's internal clock, or something called the circadian rhythm, which, as an obstetrician, I'm very tuned into the circadian rhythm because I get most of my phone calls for labor between about 8 p.m. and midnight. And if I don't get a phone call by midnight, I'm probably going to survive that night from a labor. So circadian rhythm affects a lot of things. And the amount of sunlight that we're exposed to affects that circadian rhythm, and it can lead to feelings of feeling blue or feeling depressed. And there's a couple of hormones that have been implicated in that. One is serotonin, which is one of our feel-good hormones. And it's interesting that most of it's actually made in our gut. And so you want good gut health, believe it or not, for good mental health. Well, that's a whole nother story, but unfortunately, most of our medications are directed at serotonin levels in our brain. Maybe we need to rethink that a little bit. Maybe our gut is really our primary brain, and it has a lot to do with our mood. But the other hormone that's been implicated in SAD, or seasonal affective disorder, is melatonin. It's the sleep hormone. It's also the mood hormone. And I already mentioned that January is the most depressed month of the year. And people that are affected by seasonal affective disorder, they tend to want to sleep longer, and they feel sleepier during the day. And on average, they actually want to sleep an extra hour or two. Other symptoms are kind of losing interest in activities, low energy. I mentioned sleeping problems. It may actually even lead to appetite changes or weight changes. Some people start having funny muscle twitches, stomach cramps, things like that, feeling sluggish or agitated, having difficulty concentrating, to even feeling hopeless, worthless, or guilty, and having suicidal thoughts or suicidal ideations. Another hormone, actually, or a vitamin, it's actually thought more of a hormone. Vitamin D has been implicated, or low vitamin D levels has been implicated in SAD. And I just saw a couple patients today where I recently checked the vitamin D level. It's kind of low normal. And maybe supplementing a little bit with vitamin D might help your mood. Just a thought. And actually, that study correlating low vitamin D levels with the increased risk of seasonal affective disorder comes from the University of Georgia, believe it or not. And so vitamin D is our sunshine vitamin. We make vitamin D when we are exposed to sunshine. Other people that are at increased risk for seasonal affective disorder are those who have a family history of mental health conditions, especially depression. And so they may be more prone to seasonal changes and lower serotonin and melatonin levels. And although this is seen in the summer also, it's called a summer S.A.D. It's mostly seen in the winter. And believe it or not, it's 4 times more common in women than in men. So complications could lead to of sad social withdrawal, school and work problems, maybe even substance abuse. I already mentioned anxiety and eating disorders. And you should really be seeking out help, professional help. If you're having suicidal ideations, you might actually need medications in the short term. But turn on all the lights, extend the day, open the windows, get outside, get some fresh air. And don't forget to lean on somebody, talk to somebody. We are creatures that like to communicate with others. We like to be with others. And so being isolated and alone certainly is just going to fuel and make a seasonal affective disorder worse. So quick little recap. S.A.D, seasonal affective disorder, is primary in January. It's also where we see more depression. And it has to do with the length of the nights and shortness of the days. It's going to get better. It is already almost the 13th of January. We're almost halfway through January. So let's kind of get through January, get to February, and shed this S.A.D and put it in the rearview mirror. So on that note, I'm Dr. Joe from Atlanta. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life. We talked about S.A.D tonight. And tomorrow I'd like to delve into negative self-talk and see how that ties in with this topic from tonight. So a little foreshadowing for tomorrow's topic. So have a wonderful evening, get some rest, and we'll see you all tomorrow. God bless. Bye.